Hello, everyone. Welcome to Motorsports Anonymous. Glad to see everybody made it. I'm John. I'm the director of MA. Let's go around and introduce ourselves. Actually, John, as the pinnacle of motorsports, shouldn't I go first? I mean, it's just standard protocol. F1, what did we discuss about interrupting? NASCAR, go ahead and introduce yourself. Well, hey there, y'all. I'm NASCAR, and I'm a bit controlling. I've been struggling recently with trying to micromanage every single race weekend. And let's just say I've made some mid-season rule changes. Ciao, I'm F1, and I'm obsessive with thinking that we are the best. Actually, we are simply the best. There's no questions about it, period. It's not an obsession, it's just straight facts. F1, remember, step one, we are powerless over our egos. Right, yes, fine. I may have a very small superiority complex. Okay, IndyCar, you're up next. Hi, I'm IndyCar, and just for once, we want to feel like we are a part of the racing conversation. Just for once, could somebody mention us before we talk about how good these other two series are? Well, F1, we've talked about this. We listened to everybody's experiences. F1, let's just start on a more positive note. How was your little vacation over the last couple weeks? Oh, it was absolutely amazing. We sat on our yachts in Monaco because we have those. And, while some other people in the series took a little bit of a vacation, Christian Horner, looking at you, we just relaxed while we were watching these, lesser thans run their cute little season. Here we go again. Seriously? F1, you're being particularly feisty today. Please tell me you've been working on your steps. And when was the last time you called your sponsor? Hey, Toto is very busy. That's not how sponsorship works here, and you know it. Let's move on before you trigger NASCAR's control issues. IndyCar, what's been going on in your world lately? Well, Pelot keeps winning, and we have honestly no idea how he does it. Our TV ratings are existing, but doing a little bit better than last year. Oh, and then there's this whole Penske situation where they had to fire multiple people in their organization after their Indy 500 disqualification. But that's completely normal and not suspicious at all. What we're trying to figure out now is how to break this curse that the other teams have against Penske. That's why they're doing so poorly. Wait, curse? IndyCar. We talked about sharing too much too fast. Oh no, I said too much again, didn't I? See, this is why I need to work on my boundaries. IndyCar, are you seriously telling us that the teams resorted to witchcraft to get back at Penske? Look, they cast it on Penske because they cheated. We here at IndyCar had absolutely nothing to do with enabling it. Nothing. We here at Penske, at IndyCar are completely innocent, we promise. And here I thought we had drama. NASCAR, no commentary, please. IndyCar, is there really a curse on Penske? You should ask Chip. He knows everything about it. He's got Sage and the whole 9 yards. Now, what did we say about name dropping? We're just going to leave that there before it gets any worse. NASCAR, you mentioned you made some interesting moves lately. Want to share with the group? Well, we've had a few good races. That SVG fella brings in a lot of fans from Australia, so that's a positive. We switched our broadcast over to TNT, and we're still dealing with that silly little lawsuit with 2311 and Front Row Motorsports. It's fine. And we've made some interesting calls with some cautions, specifically with Cody Ware at Chicago. And maybe we had a tiny little rule change mid-season. I'm sorry, what was that last part? I said we made a small adjustment to the rule book. Just a small tweak, nothing major. Even we don't change rules mid-season. Now hold on there, partner. Y'all got curses and witchcraft. I don't want to hear you talk. Everyone stop. This is exactly why we are here, to go through everybody's issues. Formula One, let's start with you. You have a superiority complex for some reason. We are the best. IndyCar, you just loathe and have approval-seeking issues, and also you have too much control and also some supernatural things that are going on with some teams. And NASCAR, oh, don't get me started with you. You have too much control and boundary problems. We all have issues here. Now, let's try to end on a positive note here. So give me one thing that you all are grateful for this week. I suppose I'm grateful that even though we're on a break, people still talk about us constantly. I'm grateful that I guess people at least know that we exist. I guess I'm grateful for the fans that keep showing up after Dale died. Good. It's progress. Now, before we end today's session, let's do our looking forward exercise. What's coming up this next weekend that you're concerned about? NASCAR, why don't you start first? Well, we got ourselves a race coming up here in Indianapolis, and we may or may not have adjusted some things to make sure Kyle Larson does pretty well. After he didn't complete the double last year and he didn't complete the double this year, I just think if we tweak a few things here, tweak a few things there, you're going to rig a race for one driver? It's not rigging, it's strategic opportunity creation. We're giving the people what they want. At least you're not dealing with supernatural interference. Penske's curse is definitely going to strike again at Laguna Seca. I can feel it. The spirits are restless, and Chip's been buying extra sage. Well, for one, I'm looking forward to making completely inconsistent stewarding decisions for this weekend's race. Are we going to penalize somebody for breathing wrong? Will we ignore an obvious violation? Will we create some drama by handing out penalties that make absolutely no sense just to spice some things up? The unpredictability is a part of our charm.
At least you admit it.
Admit what? We're perfectly consistent in our inconsistency. It's an art form. All right, it looks like we still have a lot of work to do with you guys. Let's close with our MA motto. We will put our drivers, sponsors, teams, and fans before us. One race weekend at a time. Meeting adjourned. And remember, what happens here stays here. In Formula One, please call your sponsor this week. But he's with Max. So it is true.